Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am going to be showing you guys a little process video of my sticker. I am currently working on my shop launch and it will take a little longer than I was expecting because I have come up with more product ideas and more things to do. So yeah, and a couple of other personal things came up, so I decided to take my time with my shop launch, and I'm simply going to be showing you guys all the goodies that I'm going to be making. And I'm actually pretty excited because I have an entire journal that I've dedicated just for drawing and coming up with little shop ideas, and most of them is mostly stickers. I've done a lot of stickers and I'm actually pretty excited. I have a lot of profile stickers as well. I actually need to color some of them. I'm also going to make a video on that. It'll just be me coloring normally because sometimes I prefer to color my stickers with markers to see if I'm gonna like the vibe of the color or not, and afterwards when I digitalize it, I kind of change a lot of things, and if I really like the colors I just stick to the colors that I have used in the traditional coloring. So I'm actually working on that right now, and I have a lot of stickers to do. I've drawn many. I can't really think about right now how many I've actually drawn, but I've drawn a couple and there is still more to come. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I will be showing you guys mostly all of that here on YouTube. So you guys will see me creating the stickers and also a couple of art prints as well, some illustrations that I have completed that will also be going up on my shop, and I can't wait to show you guys all of that. So when I decided to make this sticker, I wanted to show the actual reaction that's on her face, even at the end, because I did change it up a little bit after I redid the line art and everything. And also when you add color, some things do end up changing as well. I really wanted to just show that moment where you just have that, I don't know how to explain that weird sensation when you get where nothing comes out or your brain just literally goes into panic mode and then there is silence. Because if you've never had that moment where you, like right now, you're trying to say something but it does not technically come out the way you're trying to say it, that is me recording this voiceover. So I really wanted to simply do something fun and kind of let everybody know how it's like. You know, there are moments where it does seem like your brain just shuts down for a little while and then it comes back on and you're like, oh no, this is what I meant to say. Like, the words weren't wording. So I hope you guys had also one of those the words weren't wording moments in your life. You probably have. Everybody has. Let's be honest here. You know, let's be humble. Let's admit to their things, you know. And I was enjoying doing this so much. I even did the hair a bit differently. I have been kind of working on how I was going to do a lot of, especially the hair, because I'm still going to render all of my stickers the way I normally render things, because I actually did think about trying to make my style a bit simpler so I could get more art done, also to show on social media. But I didn't really want to stress myself to that point because I have worked so hard to get to the art style that I am actually happy with, which is the one I'm currently on, and I love it so much. It's very cartoony, but it still has this tint of realism to it that I really enjoy. And I love that mix, especially when I add the color to it. So I don't intend on changing my art style that much. Even when I do, there's another illustration that I will also be showing you guys later on. It's in the queue to be edited. I have a couple of videos to edit, so we'll have a lot of content. Yay! And I draw animals, and I was thinking about turning it down a notch to see if I was going to be able to do it in a different way where I didn't stress myself out. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to end up stressing myself if I don't do it the way that I already am. And it's not even for the fact that I don't want to leave my comfort zone, because I'm actually very comfortable leaving my comfort zone, especially if it's something that I'm learning or trying to do and I take lots of passion and lots of care to it. I just don't feel like the strain right now because I have a lot of art and I really like the way my art is. I just simply just don't want to tone it down. I like it the way it is right now, and especially that I am working so hard on making backgrounds and a whole bunch of other things. So I'm really, really excited. So this illustration, I used to start out just like 100% coloring in, and like I did here, I learned from that mistake. Don't do that. I just layer a flat color. It happens, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I just feel like diving in straight into a color, but using a flat color just so you can literally do everything you need. Just clip everything and then put on the layer. It's the layer mask. I always forget the name of the thing. I will pop it on screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. And you have 100% reached your goal, because it is going to be so much simpler and so much easier and less time consuming if you just do that. Okay, the cleaning does take a lot of time. I'm not gonna lie, the cleaning does take a lot of time. But after you clean it, you get all the little pieces you want perfectly in. It's just gold. It's done. You're happy. You do all the little illustrations you need, and it's done. I took some time coloring this one. Well, not actually coloring it, I'm choosing colors, because I'm actually doing this thing where I just pick a color now. This was before I started doing my pick the color. I would normally just do a flat layer and color and then go changing colors while I was doing everything. But now I do a color test, which is 100% a lifesaver. And I just go straight into it. And I realized that I have been on this vibe of pastel and also doing a lot of crazy hair colors, especially vibrant pink. I'm kind of wondering if I'm ever gonna do like a green hair, like neon green hair, because I normally use the green for the flat color, so I'm kind of gonna see what I'm gonna use the green for afterwards, because it's actually pretty fun to use the green in the background, and you have like a bright color. You can actually see if there's something missing, because the green is also very vibrant. So I have to check that out, because if I ever decide to do like neon green hair or something, that's actually kind of cool. Maybe I could do a Shigo fan art. This is why I just love doing my voiceovers and talking about my art process. I always get like these amazing ideas, and I'm actually gonna consider doing a Shigo fan art. I've been watching Kim Possible, so I'm definitely going to do a Shigo fan art. And as you guys can see, I'm changing colors again. Why? Because I did not do the picking of my colors beforehand. And I took a while to decide between the colors that I've probably already had and just adjusting it a little bit to my liking. But I am really into this whole crazy hair colors. I think it's kind of fun and I enjoy it a lot. I can honestly say that doing the rendering of the face is one of my favorite parts of any illustration that I make, because it's the one that I take the longest. Because if the face does not look right to me, the rest of everything else is going to be off. And I have that example from my yoga illustration that I did. I had to change her nose because I did all of the shading, but since I stopped rendering the nose and I stopped drawing the nose the way it was in the beginning, I had to go back and I had to change it up a bit. So I decided to simply not do that. And now I'm taking a little step back and I've realized that I'm going back into a bit of saturated colors. Well, I've always liked saturated colors, but now it's pastel saturated colors. I don't know how, but it ends up being a pastel saturated color. Don't ask me how. It's art. It's crazy. It's wonderful. It works out in the end. And I literally love every result that I use, like bright colors, or if I don't use like a bright color, I'll do an overlay afterwards with lighting, like a second lighting, either the shadow or the lighting, and I'll make it a bit darker where I want it to be a bit darker, and I'll add some colorful bright lights, like bright colors for like lighting into the atmosphere, and it always looks so pretty, and I am so much enjoying this whole color vibe and everything. I hope I don't end up like not liking it in the future, but knowing art and knowing me, I'm probably gonna get to a point where I'll be like, why did I use all these bright colors? Oh my god, what was I thinking? So it's technically a very artist thing to do. So yeah, we're doing that. But this one, I loved this drawing so much. My illustration looks so cute, and I honestly cannot wait to have it printed out in sticker form so I can show you guys the entire thing. So amazing. It already looks cute like this. So if you guys have seen my poison ivy, also on my studio vlog, if you haven't, I will be linking it down below and also in the cards and the information. So I am actually going to love it a lot. I'm just gonna have to see how I'm going to lighten it up a bit so it doesn't look so dark, because the way you look at it here when you have it printed, it does get a bit darker on paper, especially since I'm not the one printing it. So I do need to be aware about that. I do eventually intend on buying myself a printer, but I'm only going to do that like after I have a better income, especially with my shop launch and everything, and working for that, because I want to make my own stickers at home. I actually want to do the job, because I don't actually want to keep outsourcing a lot of things, especially in the beginning, because it kind of does get a lot. Like, it does get expensive, especially since sometimes it's like little things, but you have to order a whole bunch of stickers or prints and everything, and sometimes it takes a while, especially when you're starting. It does end up taking a while for you to sell. Having the printer or the sticker, could be a Cricut or a Silhouette, depends on which cutting machine you're going to use. So I do intend on doing that by myself because I think it would be actually better, and I'll actually have a better handle on how many things I'm making, how many cells of how many cells. No, I'm saying it properly. Cells. I'm having a brain fart in the middle of the video. But yes. um, but either way, I really want to do that as well. And next week's video will be my second poison ivy video, so spoiler alerts for that. There will be a bit more content on that one because I'm going to show you guys not only the making of my beautiful poison ivy, I'm also going to be showing you guys how it looks as a sticker. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, you guys get to watch it tomorrow, my second one, because as I said, I'm doing 2 parts. Well, actually, I'm doing a movie pack, so I'm getting all my favorite movies, and I am kind of creating mostly 90s, a bit of 80s as well, though I am a millennial. But yeah, but mostly 90s and a couple of 80s. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did stay this far, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great time. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to support me everywhere. Thank you guys so much. See you guys next week for more videos. Bye guys.
What you think of that?